Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at a desk from a company called NorthDay. It's the EverDesk, the one that's right behind me. I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts and opinions, how I've got it set up, and some things that are also maybe improvements for NorthDay to consider for the future versions of this desk. So if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Everything is linked down in the video description, and let's begin. So if you haven't heard of NorthDay, maybe go and check them out. Link is down in the video description. But they're a company that basically focus on ergonomic furniture, ergonomic chairs and desks mainly. So you've got the ErgoTune chair, which is the chair that I'm currently sitting in, which is a really comfy chair. And then you've got the EverDesk, which is the desk that we're talking about today. Tons and tons of reviews on their page. They've been widely reviewed and gotten a lot of very, very positive feedback from the media and from people like myself who create content and who also sit at a chair and use a desk all day. And some things that I really like about this desk straight off the bat is the fact that you've got this digital display for adjusting the height, and also it will give you a bit of a reminder either every 15, 30, 45 minutes or an hour when you want to go ahead and maybe stand up and stretch and maybe get yourself a drink or something. But their website's really nice to browse through. You can go ahead and sort of see a lot of information about the desk, how they put it together, some of the cool features, the finishes, the safety features, 10-year warranty on the desk as well, 21-day return period. So if you want to change your mind, you do have a bit of time to go ahead and do that. And if you live in New South Wales or ACT, you can actually get free shipping. Also, it says here Victoria as well, so that's nice. Elsewhere, I think it's $39 in Australia if you want to get it shipped to a different state. So really nice website, lots of good information. But if you go ahead and click on Get EverDesk, I'm going to show you the one that I got for myself. So I've got the one with the black legs. This one is 160 centimeters in length, 70 centimeters in width. I got it in the aged dark walnut, which is a veneer cover on the top. You can also get it in oak or a lily white finish if you want to. Those other colors though will cost you a little bit more or a little bit less. And then you can go ahead and kit it out with some accessories or caster wheels if you want to move your desk around or wheel it. And so for this desk right now, at the time of recording, you can see it's 819 Australian dollars. Bit of a sale going on because of end of financial year. If you want to go ahead and add on some accessories like maybe a pegboard on the side, maybe you want to go ahead and add on an anti-fatigue mat, you can do that. If you want to get the works, you can get yourself a little, storage compartment, a little shelf that goes onto the desk. And that's not all. So if we go to the next page, you can also add on monitor arms if you want to do that. So if you need some monitor arms and you don't have them already, or a little shelf to go under your monitors, it's a really nice touch. And even things like, a set of drawers and even a power strip, if you want to add those on, you can. So they're really a company that's not just selling a desk, but also thinking of the entire package, the entire solution, and giving you the accessories that you need or don't need depending on who you are and what you're planning on doing. So if you really want to kit it out, you can spend close to $2,000 on this desk with the accessories. But then if you want to go ahead and maybe tailor it, or maybe you just need a single arm, or maybe a monitor arm plus a laptop stand, that could be a really nice feature as well. So that way you have your laptop and your monitor side by side. So really, really easy to go through. And then once you're at the end, you can buy the chair if you need a chair, if you don't have one. But then you get a bit of a summary here on what you're actually going to get. It's an itemized list of each individual cost. So maybe if you want to compare to like Amazon or another website where you could buy these other accessories from and see if you can maybe save some money. But I think overall, the way that they've got everything priced is pretty fair. And if you were to go ahead and buy the desk and then buy your accessories elsewhere, you're probably still going to be spending similar money. So to just have basically everything shipped from one company is really, really nice. But the desk that I got is in the aged walnut. It's got that 160 centimeter length, 70 centimeter depth, pretty much all the accessories. And now we'll jump into how I've actually got it set up so you guys can see it for yourself. So here is basically how I've got my desk set up. So as I said before, it's got this really nice walnut finish, which I'm a big fan of. We've got the stand that's going basically under the monitors, and there is a little shelf in there as well, which you can leave in or leave out. It's completely optional and up to you. But basically, I've got my mixer from Yamaha here on the left, got a couple speakers from Pebble, the Creative Pebble speakers, on either side. I like to have my mouse, go up here, for example, have my keyboard on this little shelf, and then I've got my Mac here with a little, I guess, USB docking station, so I can go ahead and switch from PC to Mac if I want to. Then I've got my camera, my microphone, a couple lights here mounted on the desk as well. And then we've got the pegboard on the right hand side where I keep, for example, my screwdriver, maybe a battery bank, maybe some remotes here for some of the different lighting and stuff like that. And then you've got this little, I guess it's like a shelf almost, a little storage compartment that basically just slides onto the desk and slides off if you wanted to, which you don't have to buy. It's just one of those optional accessories. Might find it helpful if you want to put a camera in there, or maybe a controller, or, stationery, whatever you want to do. But then if you don't want to use it, you can just slide it off. And for me personally, because I do want to have two chairs here side by side, if I do want to have, two different things going on, or me and my partner both want to sit here, this is going to interfere a little bit. So what I'll probably do is take this off and then just plop it down on the ground, something like that, so I can still use it if I wanted to. The dial here, I've placed it on the right hand side because where I normally sit is on the left, and I don't want to accidentally touch it or bump it. And then you've got here this little cable groove along the back, which I really like, so you can go ahead and basically have all your cables for different things that you might charge, different things that you might want to get easy access to. And these little foam grippers are actually pretty cool, where you can basically go ahead and channel a cable through this, put it in there, so that way it stops the cable from actually sliding through and falling on the ground. So that's how I've got mine set up. Really happy with it, really happy with how it's all looking. And then if you want to go ahead and see how it basically goes up and down, it's really just a matter of twisting the knob, and you can see here, the centimeters, even millimeters, going all the way down to about 63 centimeters. And then if we want to raise it, we just twist it to the right, and it goes all the way up to about 120 centimeters. And it's actually very smooth and very quiet. You can barely even notice it. I reckon you could probably do this in an office and no one would even know that you're raising it. So this is the maximum height, 128 centimeters. And so now going actually underneath the desk and having a look at the cable management, you can see here I've used a ton of Velcro zip ties to try and keep all the cables together as much as possible. But this cable management tray is actually super helpful. This is $49 from their website if you buy it as an accessory. If you want to go ahead and get it included, I believe it comes with the desk if you get the core edition, or the desk with the works, which is all the other accessories as well. And the way that this mounts into the actual desk is really clever. You're not going to risk damaging anything. Basically, you've got here a couple bolts which have basically I guess, what would you call it, pre-drilled holes in the desk with the thread, so you can basically just bolt this straight up into the desk. And there's three different positions. You can either have it to the left or to the right. You can see here there's some extra holes there as well, or you can have it dead center. I've actually got my monitor stand though positioned in the middle, which means that I can't put this tray in the center, probably where I'd like it to be. So I guess you do have to make a small little trade-off, but for me, having it on the left-hand side and then just running all the cables that way and down to the power point is probably the easiest option. So overall, really happy with it. It's about 22 centimeters in length, about 12 centimeters in depth. And I've actually got two power strips here which have 6 different sockets on them each. So considering there is an absolute ton of cables and chargers and adapters and everything else, it actually does a really good job of holding everything in there and not damaging the desk and not having to worry about, clamping anything or scratching the top of the desk. So really nice cable tray and easy to use. Just go ahead and plop it all in there, and this kind of gives you a bit of a flex option as well. I'm not sure if that's by design, but it does make it easier to sort of put things in and unplug them when you need to. So coming back out from underneath the desk, you can see here we've got something that I think I'm personally really proud of. We'll go ahead and push the chair in as well. We'll go back to the controller. We'll lower it down a little bit because I would personally never have it at 128 centimeters, maybe about 77 centimeters or so. That's kind of my normal position for the desk to be at. But overall, considering I'm using this for multiple different purposes and functions, I'm actually really happy with how this has all turned out. I'm quite puffed at the moment from getting under the desk and doing all of this, but overall, really happy with it. So I actually do really like this desk and will definitely be using it and recommending it for many years to come. I love the finish, the thickness, the motor, how quiet it is when it goes up and down, all of the optional accessories like the monitor arm, the little shelf, the storage compartment, the pegboard. There's just so many cool things that you can add on. The fact that you can put casters on the legs if you want to wheel this around, if you're maybe on a tiled or a wooden surface, or maybe even polished concrete, is a really nice touch as well. The little cable management groove, I actually didn't think I would like that, but it's actually become one of those things that I'm so happy that I have, because it stops cables from falling down and being on the ground, which is nice. And even the back side of the desk, where there is actually a bit of a notch or a bit of a cutout, so you can get in behind the desk easily and have it really hard up against the wall and not have to worry about when you're raising it or lowering it sort of snagging and hitting on things. So NorthDay has done an absolutely great job with this desk, and all of the accessories, all the unpackaging, the instructions, everything just absolutely killed it. The only thing that I think could be improved is the cable management part on the bottom side of the desk. So if you're someone like me with a lot going on and you have a lot of power cords and USB cords and accessories that are requiring cables, just to have some sort of additional compartment on the bottom side of the desk would make it absolutely outstanding in my opinion. But with a little bit of DIY, maybe you could fix it up yourself or do what I've done and just, cable management with some Velcro zip ties to sort of keep things out of the way. But overall, really happy with it. I hope this video helps you, give you an idea of what this desk could look like in your own home or office. If you have any comments or questions about this video, please feel free to hit me up in the comment section. Links to the desk and everything else is down there as well as a coupon code and an affiliate link. So that way, if you do decide to buy this desk off the back of what maybe I've shared with you guys, it helps me as well. So other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to chuck it a like, get subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.